Hello and welcome to Transport Fever 2, the transport management game where it's our job to turn small towns into huge bustling cities by fulfilling their every need by way of transporting goods. And people for that matter, but not in a bad way. So to start today, we are going to be working in a free game. We're going to be using a tropical map. We're going to have a medium map size, medium amount of towns, and a high industry density. It's going to be quite hilly. It's going to have a lot of mainland and some islands as well. So you can see this town over here is actually out on an island. So is this one. Actually, I don't like that. I would like I would like only maybe one to be on an island. So let's have a look. That's better. So this one town here is on an island. So we'll go with this one. We'll move on to the next stage. We're going to be starting in Asia using Asian vehicles, which works well for us because we're in the tropical region. So that sort of lends itself to, I guess, sort of South Asia or Southeast Asia. We're going to be starting in the year 1850, which is going to come with its own challenges, but more about that later in the game. Town's cargo needs, we're going to have up to 4 cargo types. Industry closures are going to be rare and industry density target is high. All right, so now we've spawned in, and the first thing I would say about this map is it is not going to be easy, guys. This is a horrendous map to start on. It really is. So I've had a look around the cities, towns right now, and all of the easier industries like food and bricks, for example, are just impossible to deliver to. So, for example, we've got, oh gosh, and also a quick disclaimer, I am never going to be able to pronounce these names correctly, so I'm probably going to end up renaming all of these towns, and I'd really like your help to do that. So if you could please leave me in the comments some town names, that would be great. So this town, what's Karachi? So in Karachi, they need food and bricks. That's 2 really easy industries to start out in. And look, there's even a materials plant right here to create the bricks slash materials. But that needs stone, and the nearest stone is all the way over here. Nope, that's not even stone. It's further than that. Oh my gosh, where is it? Up here? Oh my goodness. That is miles away. Too many miles away. Way too many miles away. To get bricks to Karachi, I would have to transport stone from all the way over here, all the way down here, and then get bricks there. And that is just a no can do at the beginning of the game, because at the beginning of the game, we have horses and carts. They cannot travel that far. So that's going to leave us in a pretty tricky situation. Now, what I have noticed is Yerevan, I hope I'm pronouncing that right, is in need of bricks. Again, we've got some bricks right here, and the stone is there. So that's a little bit closer. We could cart stone from one of these 2 quarries over to the materials plant, and then the materials to Yerevan. So that is a possibility. The only other possibility I can see, and this one might be a little bit easier, although it would come with a massive expense, we could get Almaty its bricks, because we've got bricks could get taken, stone could get taken from the quarry to the materials plant, and then bricks taken from the materials plant by either a bridge over here or a road that comes around the mountain here. Both of those options are going to be incredibly expensive. I'm actually thinking, if I do decide to do this, I'm going to want to build a bridge maybe over to this island, and then a bridge to this island, and maybe come around this way, because bridges over water are incredibly expensive, guys. And we've only got £5 million to start with. Oh, that's dollars. I need to change that, because I'm going to keep saying that it's pounds instead of dollars. How do I do that? Okay, I have no idea how to change it from dollars to pounds. So if anyone does know how to do that, please let me know in the comments. That would be great. So what are we going to do to start? Well, I think we're going to... Oh my gosh, is this... How do you pronounce this name? How do you pronounce that name? Is that going to potentially get me kicked off YouTube if I pronounce that name? Okay, I think we're going to go with this one. So this first leg of the journey is going to be really easy. And we're going to get a bridge then to go over here to Almaty. We'll find the cheapest way to do that. Okay, let's make a start. All right, so for the first leg of our journey, we're going to need to grab a building, and we're going to need to grab a truck station. Here we go. We've got one. We only need 1 platform for this. We're going to make it nice and long. And where can we put this? I think we can probably... There we go. So we can get away with it right here. Let's put it on this junction. Hopefully that'll make life a little bit easier for us. So that's the first station done. Now we need a second station here at this materials factory. Oh no, let's actually, before we do that, let's build a road. Streets, we're going to want a country road for this. I guess I'll go with a medium country road. And now we've got to try and figure out the best way to get to Almaty. So how are we going to do that? Well, we're going to start off here. We're going to come out over here. So that's 80. Where's the cheapest place? 16,000, 15,000 to there, right? Okay. Now from here, we're going to sort of hop across the water. Let's just do that to there first of all, because we can go from there. Now we're going to go from there, and we don't want this to keep going up. We want this to stay level. That's going to be 400. Oh my gosh, that's like 3 million to get over to there. It's only going to cost us 400 to get to there. So I think we're going to be island hopping. Oh no, maybe I should have gone around this way. I think I should. Yep, okay, I'm changing my mind. We're going to delete this. Let's try going over the beach first. We'll see what that looks like. This is all trial and error. Let's see. So we're going to go over here. That's 100. That's not, I mean, it's not bad. We could just skirt around the edge here. Oh yeah, that's pretty good. There was a point there where it was like 5. It wasn't very much. There's like a sweet spot there. That's not bad. Oh my gosh, that's the way to go, isn't it? Okay, that should be okay. So to there it's 578. Let's just fix that in. And now we just need to connect this road up. This is going to be expensive. We need to do this where it's going to carve out the least amount of land. Because look how much it costs if you carve out loads of land. Whereas if you don't carve out loads of land, it's going to be much cheaper. So we kind of need this to probably go up, really. Let's do that. There we go. And now, no, we want it to stay sort of level now. Yeah, there we go. We'll have it stay like that. Okay, and then I guess we'll have it connect up over here. There we go. That's quite cheap. Done. Okay, we now have access to Almaty. That's actually going to help Almaty grow. What we should probably do now, before we go any further, we should find out what the population is of Almaty. Okay, so there's 78 residents in Almaty. It's growing by 10% at the moment. I'm thinking the destinations are about to get better. It would be nice to see where we can get to with this. So we're on 78 right now anyway. Okay, so back to purchasing buildings. We've got a double platform station that we're going to pop in right here. I think I'm going to put it over here so it still connects. Perfect. That's great. Now I'm going to add one more stop over at Almaty. So they're going to need construction materials down this street here. We'll make the stop there. And what we'll actually do is we'll grab a regular street. So is it this one? Yeah. We'll do a 25 miles an hour one. And we'll do something like this. There we go. So now the truck can just go down here and back around. And that should be a nice little loop. Now we've set up our 3 stations. We need to transport stone from our quarry to our materials plant, and then we need to transport bricks from the material plant over to Almaty so that they can build lots of houses and grow into a bustling city. We're going to do that by creating a new line. It's going to be called line 1. No, it's not. It's going to be called L for lorry, and it's going to be called stone to materials. Let's do that. Stone to materials, Almaty. Yeah, there we go. We'll call it that. And we're going to add some stations. The first station we're going to add is this one, and the second station we're going to add is that one. At the first station, we're going to pick up stone, and at the second station, we're going to unload stone. There's line 1 complete. The second line we're going to do is going to be from materials plant up to Almaty town, and we're going to call this L for lorry again, materials Almaty. There we go. So there's our second line, and at this one we're going to be picking up bricks, and at this one we're going to be dropping off bricks. That's quite easy. Perfect. What I'm going to do as well, I'm going to make sure that they always pick up a full load, and the maximum stop time I'm going to put to like 100 seconds. Now we've got our stations in place. Our lines are set up. We just need to get some vehicles actually running on these lines. And this is where we come across our second major problem of this episode. And that problem is that the only vehicles we actually have available to us are going to be horses and carriages. So it's going to be quite a slow process. I think I'm going to set up our vehicle depot down here because this is probably going to be the quickest way for them to start actually transporting materials. And now we've got our vehicle depot, I can actually buy some vehicles. We've got a troika and we've got an Asian horse-drawn carriage. I believe the troikas are for passengers and the horse-drawn carriage is for goods. So this takes all cargo and it takes a capacity of 4. It's got 2.7 horsepower. I have no idea where they get the 0.7 of a horse from because we're literally talking about 2 horses here. But I guess maybe one horse is actually more like 1.35 horsepower, turns out. So we're getting really good efficiency from these Asian horses anyway. I'm going to get, let's say something like 20 horses for our first line. So we're going to select all of these horses and we're going to put them on the stones to material line. Then for our second line, we're going to actually need more because they've got a larger distance to travel. So we're going to buy, I think we should do maybe like 30 or maybe even 40. It is like over double the distance. I'm going to go with 40. That might be overkill. I don't care. We've got some money to play with. We've got 2.5 million left still. We're going to add that onto the materials line. And then we're going to just unpause this game and watch these horses go. So let's see them coming out of the building. Lovely trees, by the way. Here they go. Our first horses leaving the station on their way to pick up stone from my quarries to dump it off at our materials plant to make some bricks. Amazing. What a good start. All right, so you can see that the stone is actually building up here at this station, and the first of our horse-drawn carriages is about to come on in and pick up some stone, which is absolutely amazing. Let's just speed this up a little bit. Here he comes. He's loading up on stone, 4 stone, and off he goes. He's going to take that stone and he's going to hopefully be bringing it all the way over here to this station. And again, let's just speed up time to get him over here. All right, and we already have another problem on our hands. We've got a holdup over here as these guys are waiting for brick, and it means that the guys at the back here with the stone are not going to be able to dump it off here. So what I'm thinking about doing is actually adding a kind of a temporary stop, or maybe even a permanent stop actually. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to click here, I'm going to get another building, and this time we're going to just get a truck unload stop, and we're going to put that here. And just for now, we're going to grab our line, our stone to materials line, and we're going to move a station. So we're actually just going to start by adding a station. We're going to add this one. And at this station, we're going to just unload all of the stone for now. And we're actually just going to get rid of that stop right there. So now there's going to be a bunch of horses who are going to come to this station to unload the stone. And that is going to mean that this factory can then start producing bricks. So that was a little bit chaotic, but once this traffic jam goes, eventually we'll get them all going back into here and it will all sort itself out. But hopefully this guy's loading up on bricks now and not logs. That would be ideal. Okay, so we're just going to watch this guy. He's coming down the road now. He's going to be coming up to this stop anytime now. Hopefully sometime in the next, I don't know, like 10 years. They're so slow. Okay, so here he comes. Hopefully we'll make a little bit of money from this as well. Yep, we just made 4,000 from that run. And another 4,000. And another 4,000. Okay, we're making money here, everybody. Wow. Fantastic. Now, these guys, yep, they've got their bricks. The factory is producing now. Perfect. So these guys can now take off and get all the way up here to Almaty with their bricks. Has this guy got anything inside him? Not yet. Where is the next guy that's got a full load? Not him. Okay, So this is the first one on the route with a full load of bricks. So it's going to be really interesting to see how much we're going to get for this. We're still waiting for the horse with the bricks to get over here, but Almaty is definitely growing. Look, there's buildings going up everywhere. Okay, unbelievably, it's actually taken us a full year and we haven't even dropped bricks off yet to Almaty. It's now May in 1851, so it's been a full year plus a couple of months. Eventually, this horse is actually going to get into town. Here it comes. It's this one over here. It's coming around the corner now. This one's got 1 brick in, so it would be interesting to see how much we'll get for 1 brick. Okay, we got 2 grand for 1 brick. That's not bad. So I'm guessing this guy's going to give us probably about 10 grand because I think it was 2.5. Yeah, 10,000 per journey with the bricks. That's not bad. It's not bad. So what I want to see now is, are we going to start making a profit on these routes? Well, the stone line is actually making a profit, so that's a good start. We're making 51,000 from that, but at the moment, the materials line, we're making a massive loss. Minus $114,000. Oh my goodness. This one's going up though. Oh yeah, now we're talking. That's looking fantastic. This one's creeping down. With every horse that gets there, it is getting lower. So that's good. And we still have a huge queue here with more on their way back. So I think we might have overcooked it with the 40 horses. But anyway, that's looking fantastic for right now. This materials factory actually has a load of stone stored up as well. So we're doing really good with the amount of stone in storage. But the shipment is lacking and the transport is lacking. It will pick up, but it's not doing a good enough job right now. And that's purely because Almaty probably doesn't need this many bricks. So if we click on Almaty, right here it will say, look, we're getting a 70% boost from bricks. So first of all, that is fantastic. We're actually meeting most of the town's needs when it comes to bricks. We've got about 21 out of 29 bricks that they need going there. And with each shipment that comes in, that's going to keep going up. What you'll notice is the residents are creeping up quite quickly now, purely because we've got a plus 70% modifier to the population growth. That means we're doing our job, guys. We're doing a really good job in Almaty. Hopefully we'll continue to do that. All right, so after watching for a little while, it's really clear for me to see that we have too many vehicles here that are transporting bricks to Almaty just for right now. So what I think we're going to do is we're going to click on the Almaty line. We're going to look for the lower end of the vehicles. So sort of maybe we'll take 10 from this. Yep, there we go. So we'll take those 10 and we'll sell them. There we go. So now we've just got 30 vehicles instead of 40. So I'm wondering if maybe that will be a better ratio. Still, we've got some queuing though, but we'll see. That should hopefully make us more cost efficient as well. Okay, I've gone off and I've sold another 10. The thing that's holding us up here is that this factory isn't producing materials quick enough and the horses are not transporting it quick enough and loading it quick enough. So it's nothing to do with the amount of horses we've got. It's purely a case of this factory isn't ready to produce any more materials any quicker than it already is. Which is fine. That's completely fine. One way that we can get that to speed up, however, is by actually adding in some passenger routes here in Almaty. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab some streets. We're going to grab the medium streets again, and I'm going to just add in some roads over here. So we're going to have one road that goes to there, another road that goes to there, and maybe a road that comes along the back here, because I can see they're already trying to do it. I did get rid of a building. That was costly, but oh well. Oh well. Oh, and actually, looking at it, this would be a good place for a street as well. There we go. So we'll do that. Oh, and some more roads got built in even. So that was probably much needed. Now, what we're going to do is we're actually going to get some bus stops. We're going to do that by grabbing buildings. This is for passengers. And we're going to add in some bus stops. So we'll add one. Let's see. Now, we've got to be careful about this because we need to add them where the actual people need them. So what I think we'll do is we'll add a bus stop here, a bus stop there, and a bus stop here. And now we're going to create a line that goes around these bus stops. And we're going to call this line B for bus. And we're going to call it the Almaty Circular. Okay, and now we just need to add some stations. So we're going to start off at this station, then this station, and then this station. And that's pretty good going. Now we just need some vehicles. I may even... I'm not sure if I should have them come from the depot all the way over there. I think I'm going to create a new depot just over here. Out of town, though, because it's a yucky thing to have in town. And we're going to get vehicles from this depot. So we're going to want some Troikers. And let's just grab 3 of those, 1 for each of the stops we've got. And we're going to put all 3 of those on our Almaty circular line. And now if we speed up time a little bit, we'll see them come out of there and pick up some passengers. Also, just as a side note, we are earning some pretty good dollar right now. That's not going very bad at all. The stone line is what's doing it for us. That's producing plus about 40 to 50,000 constantly. The materials line is not doing great. It really isn't. Almaty just doesn't need as many materials as we're offering ultimately. But have we still got a queue? We do still have a queue. Now this is an issue. This really is an issue. It means that this factory just isn't producing quick enough. There's no way around that though. Unfortunately, we just need to keep getting bricks there and eventually it will grow. Okay, so our Troikers are actually picking up passengers. They can pick up 3 passengers per trip. And so far, they're not making a profit, unfortunately. However, the fact that they're full is promising. So there's another one over here. That's got 3 passengers as well. And there's one over there that's just dropping off. I can see right in the distance. That's got 3 passengers as well. So we're doing a really good job with making sure that our routes are actually being utilized. This station actually has 11 passengers waiting. That's pretty good going. That's got 3 passengers waiting for it. Now, we do have double coverage here at these 2 stations. So that's why there's no pedestrians waiting at this bus stop. Hopefully these pedestrians are going to get out at this bus stop though. One of them did, and that earned, oh my gosh, $1,000 for a bus ride from there to there on a horse. Literally 1 street, and they were willing to pay $1,000. That has got to be easily the most expensive bus ride that passenger has ever been on. Would you pay $1,000 for a bus ride? It would have to be a pretty spectacular bus ride, if you ask me. Let's check on our horses and carts now from our brick routes. How are they doing? So, minus 4,000 for this particular cart. It is costing us a lot of money to keep in business. Let's quickly speed it up. Let's get it to this stop because I want to see how much it's going to earn. It's probably... No, hang on. I know how much it's going to earn. It's going to earn 10,000, isn't it? So, I don't know why I need to see this, but I just like to see it rolling in. Let's see it trickle in. There we go. 10,000. All right, so I'm just looking at our quarry route as well. And actually, we're not producing enough stone at the quarry even to utilize all of our horses here either. I really went overboard with the horses, guys. Turns out I do not need this many horses. So let's go to our vehicle manager again. We're going to click on the stone to materials line. And I think I'm going to take like 10 horses off here. There we go. Let's just sell 10 of those. Have I sold too much? I may have sold too many. We'll see. We'll see. If we start getting a stockpile over here, then I'll take that as we've sold too many. Let's see. So, oh, that one's gone, but this one's just coming in. And here comes the next one. Okay, so he's gone, but that guy's there ready. And there's another one ready. Okay, so we might be at sort of like the best possible ratio of horses to stone here. So that's pretty good. Really is pretty good. He's gone, and then he's at... Yeah, that's perfect. 10. It looks like 10 is the sweet spot. I wonder if now we're making more... Oh my gosh, guys. We're actually now making money on every single one of our lines. That is perfect. That's exactly what we want to see. Amazing. What I could even do is add some extra horses to the passenger line, because it does seem like a lot of them get maxed out. But I don't know. We're kind of under ratio here. So I'll leave it. I'll leave it for now. All right, boys and girls, it is now the end of year 4 on Transport Fever 2 in Almaty. Okay, boys and girls, it is now the end of year 4, and Almaty currently has plus 100% population boost because we're able to provide a bunch of the resources they need. They've got great travel routes, and overall, they're really happy with how we are providing resources to the town. That is great news. We're at 141 residents here, and all 3 of our lines are currently making a profit. So if you ask me, that is a fantastic place to end today's episode. What I want from you is to leave a like if you enjoyed this video. Let me know if you want to see more episodes from Transport Fever 2, and also let me know what you want me to rename the towns and which town you would like me to rename. Also, I would probably like to rename this town very early on because I don't want to accidentally pronounce that or even try to pronounce that and get it slightly wrong, because that could end up, well, it could end my career on YouTube, really, before it even gets going. So, yeah, like I said, let me know what you want me to rename some of my cities, and thank you all very much for watching. Bye-bye.